He can't play 3 games at once right here. I'm sure he would if he could, but he's not going to be able to. First, he's got to face off against Greensheep, and game number 1 is getting underway right now. But again, do not underestimate Greensheep. This guy's continuously proving as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been improving so much this season. And as you said, he's coming off of a pretty big tournament, himself as well. A win at DreamHack.
Just when I say he's continuously improving, Q's
hey, come on now. Deck. This deck has looked pretty good over the last few days.
I will admit, at times, this deck has looked utterly disgusting, but at times, it's also looked utterly disgusting.
Yeah, well, it has to do a lot with that card that is in his hand called Whirling Zap-O-Matic, but the problem is Dog has a very good hand against this deck.
No, Backstab is not going to kill any of Greensheep's early minions.
But what if he fixes what's happening?
He's not going to fix it, I can promise you that.
But he can fix anything.
Now, with Fan and Ice picked up, this is the play to make. At this point, now he's challenging pretty much anything that Greensheep is going to throw his way. Like, say he has a Mech Warper here as his turn 2 play, Dog's able to kill both of these. It's going to cost him a little bit of damage in the meantime, but he's okay with that because it gives him flexibility.
Yeah, he takes a point of damage here, an extra point of damage here, to give himself the best chance at, like, huge blowouts. There's a second Fan of Knives here as well. Whew.
Yeah, I'm curious if there's ever a world where cycling this is a little bit better, but again, you're playing against an aggro deck here. The utility of this card is not to be overlooked.
He just wants the dagger as well.
Yeah, that's another big part too, is re-upping your dagger. So Greensheep, he's going to be curving into Pilot Shredder and multiple Fireguard Destroyers.
Good for him playing the Pilot Shredder first. You don't want to lock your mana out here.
Yeah, no reason not to play it first. But Dog, again, answers to what's going on, but is it going to be enough?
I mean, it just all matters how much he can keep these Fireguard Destroyers down going forward. And if anything great comes out of it, like Millhouse Mana Storm. Oh, Phantom Knives going to get a little extra value here.
Doomhammer gets drawn. Still a long way to go for Greensheep. And honestly, I really like this choice here from Dog. Not only is he very excellent with this build, but this is the kind of deck that does exactly what I wanted to do, is find the way to turn the corner in a spot your opponent isn't necessarily expecting.
And the full 4 on the Destroyer there, that is a 7/6.
Antique Healbot, pretty darn good draw. He's got to find a way to stop this, though. I don't think, I'm not sure he can afford to just keep waiting.
Dig into his deck, maybe find an Eviscerate here.
Wow. Yep, just wants the extra 1/1s, which are very important in this match. Every single point of damage is going to matter heavily in this one.
Yeah, he's going to be able to, maybe get aggressive next turn, Tinker Sharps out of oil if he wants to, but he's about to take a ton of damage.
This has been sort of the story for Greensheep, is this guy, his draws have just not been stellar as they pan out.
Oh, another 7/6.
What? There's a blessing for you.
Now, that's lethal on board right now against Dog. Dog is at 14. Wow, he picks up a sap.
Oh, Nelly.
This is going to be a big turn. You saw Dog immediately kind of grab the Phantom Knives. He's like, wait. I actually drew the card I wanted to dig for.
Yeah, this is...
Eviscerate would have been good as well, but...
Yeah, this is likely a big turning point in this match. Greensheep's got a lot of weapon damage, but he's going to have to fight through an Antique Healbot and through a Violet Teacher.
And a lot of 1/1s as well. This board's about to get full.
Yeah, I think the Violet Teacher actually is probably getting sacked this turn. He can't afford to take 7 more damage.
There's no way that you don't trade in here.
Yeah, pain to do it, but 4 little dorks on board to do your bidding for you afterwards. And
now,
this deck
he's got some reach here now too as well, though.
Yeah, I think you just go with the Doomhammer here and start punching.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's lethal next turn. You get in 4 here, you get in 4 next turn, you Lightning Bolt twice into Dog. He has to have Antique Healbot from here. I mean, we see that he has it, but, does Greensheep just, I think you just have to, right?
Yeah, I agree. You put him in a spot where he literally has to heal this turn, or destroy your weapon, or taunt up, or something like that. This deck only has a few ways to do it.
Yeah, you still have the Doomhammer left over. You still need to, if you need to start taking care of some of these 1/1s,
That is potentially a very, very good draw. That Lotheb actually might win him this game.
It's going to make Greensheep unable to play 2 Lightning Bolts in 1 turn. Mech Warper, you're a little late to the party.
Yeah, but the other thing that Greensheep's got going for him here is if he keeps attacking and he plays a Fireguard Destroyer, Dog has to invest damage into it.
Yeah, he has to
just leave it around.
Yeah, he has to invest a ton here. He can use the Tinker Sharps out of oil to kind of buff a minion and maybe trade up a little bit, or he can maybe draw something like Eviscerate to help out as well. I mean, these Destroyers have been gigantic for Greensheep.
Yeah, but Greensheep going to invest damage into the board. Thinks that the longevity is potentially here because Dog has to invest damage into this.
Yeah.
And I actually don't mind this game plan. I think it's pretty good. Oh, wow, that is a backbreaker.
And that's probably going to be the game here. You can Lotheb into Sap here, and then this Tinker Sharps and Oil is going to, kind of wrap it up here next turn.
Oh, gosh, that's brutal.
Yeah, this is just going to be too much damage for Greensheep here. Now, does he need to attack with the weapon this turn as well? Because he gets in another 6, 11, 12, 13, 14,
10,
15. Yeah, nope. he has to attack now because he has 15 with Tinker Sharps at Oil next turn.
I count 16 with the Sharps
16, yeah. It's an extra 1 from the
Greensheep
weapon.
has the option to maybe do something here. So I like attacking with the weapon. You don't need 2 charges, and you'll have plenty of time to re-up it if that becomes the case. So Greensheep fought valiantly in this one, but Dog double sap just absolutely tearing this board apart. Honestly, a pretty great start, but his draw also was not the best. Drew 3 weapons in a row, and that's not what this deck wants to be doing. You want one of them, and then you want the other one timed well after it.
Yeah, you want all of your early cheap minions along with a Mech Warper, get a bunch of stuff into play early, make them invest a lot in dealing with that while you get damage in, and then use the weapons to kind of like clean up what's happening afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
Greensheep knows he's probably dead here.
doing what he can, but just not enough. Dog fully prepared for this one, and there's actually. I forgot about this. The Tinker Sharps Roll can miss.
Yeah, if it lands on the Earthen Ring Farseer here, he's gonna have to do a lot of trading.
Yep. Low percent chance to do it though, so more than willing to take this risk. Closes this one out, quick 1-0 over to Dog, and just sort of been the story for this Mech Shaman deck. If it doesn't draw very well, it doesn't look very good.
Yeah, but when it draws well, boy, is it hard to beat.
Yeah, that's the big trade-off for it, is that you get some big blowouts with it as well.
Yeah, I mean, Whirling Zapobatic on 1 if it goes unanswered, or even on 2 sometimes unanswered, or if you can get an Annoyatron in around it, because you have, you can get in some mana cheats in here as well, can utterly run away with the game.